This is the next day. So the next day we're heading out to Indian Bottoms. It's a Gold Miners Association of America, Gold Prospectors, GPAA. And they're letting us use their Indian Bottoms claim out here on the Salmon River.
Look at that bar down
in all of this. Look at that.
Look at that bar. And
look at this gorge.
There.
And this is just describing the landslides and the forces. This is probably the road that we're on.
Yeah.
There's the landslide, and you can see it
called the
up above
slide.
here. Wow. Okay.
December of '64, the Bloomer Slide.
And this is Becky. This is my mom, Becky Major. Bill, my dad, and Zeke, and you know Olive from other videos, my daughter.
Half of the debris flowed into the Salmon River and created a 100-foot tall dam, temporarily blocking the river.
Wow.
The lake that formed behind the dam was several miles long, and the river overtook the dam later that day. And a wall of water went crashing down the canyon, destroying all the bridges. Something cut a new something through the bedrock, which had been blanketed with 40 feet of debris from the slide.
Wow. Okay, let's get on. Cool. So we're at the parking spots. You just got to kind of park on the side of the road here. The Indian Bottoms mine is actually right down here. We got to carry all of our stuff down because we don't have 4x4s. But just to document it, it is not foggy, it is not cloudy. There are huge forest fires up here on the other fork of the river, which means that it's not super close, but you know, it's on a sister fork of this river, basically, if you can understand that. And it's created, oh, you can't see the sky or anything. Pretty smoky, but that doesn't matter. There's gold out here. We're here at the Indian Bottoms, and this is one of the trails in. We gotta find our spot that we want to be on the river. Excuse me, I'm carrying my gear on my improvised rig here, and I wanted to show you this. Check this out. Just sitting out here. I don't know if it was logging or mining. Probably ran a cable across to the other side. See the cable and how it's all mounted here. I see cable running off. So we are down here in the gorge. Hope the noise isn't too much. Ollie and Grandma are up there. They're gonna set up camp on that beach. Look at this river. There's my gear. And I am, there's Grandpa, Bill Major. He actually, you should hear some of the stories about them living up here in cabins during the snowy parts of the year. And I'm going to set up my stuff and use some of this water flow. And, ooh, look at all that. So good time of the year. We're in them. Working on his gold stuff. You watch, he's gonna pull the biggest nugget. Well, I guess I'm gonna document this. It's been kind of a struggle. There should be a disclosure on this, is that you can have all this beautiful looking setup, and when you get down to it, it's crazy too strong, breaks your legs off of your stand, or it's so weak and flat there's no drop, or once again it's extreme. And on video it may look like it's easy. I've already made little dams here and little dams over here. But I go off the edge of this rock, which ends up being perfect because it's skimming. I got a little support rock out here. So as I get out there, I'm like, okay, I need one more rock to pin it. So I know it's going to be slippery where the moss is there, so I say, okay, that's fine, I'll surf it down, which I did awesome. See where my one leg went like that? Because I saw a tree branch. It's not a tree branch. That is that huge freaking chunk of cable. And I am hours out on a crazy road that you couldn't go over 20 miles an hour on. and I slashed the heck out of my foot. Not the little ones. A big one, which I got to stop bleeding. It's not arterial. Yay! We're not gonna die today from a stupid thing in a river. But there's the sluice, there's the buckets, there's the family taking a break, and we haven't started moving gold yet. So I just want you to know that you can be on the spot, and it can still just take a little bit to get there. So stick with me, we'll see what we can get here. Well, I'm keeping that for a souvenir. So that just went through the top of my foot and out the other side, basically. Yeah, pretty gnarly. I'll show you the wound when I undress it. Okay, got the sluice set up. We're doing better. Got the bleeding cut off. And got a really good flow down there. Got those new high and low mats that we're trying out. The whole new setup. And little diversion, nice table. Now stay on the smooth side there and not fall into the cable again. And yeah, pretty dang cool. Now I got to pick the best spot that I can think of on this whole deal to get some sand. And we're going to do that next. So this is Indian Bottom's mining claim. It's possessed currently by the Gold Prospecting Association of America. You can come here. I think it's $100 right now for a 2 years membership. Comes with all kinds of perks, and I'm not sure how many claims they have, but they're one of the largest associations, and it gets you in places like this with no worries and no stress. And they were actually happy to know that we were coming out here, so check them out. Please check them out. Let me show you where I'm getting the gold from over here. See this complex of rocks out here in the center? So I really like the size of what's going on here. And there's a big, huge lip that would have been underwater. They had super high water this year, up to there. So I'm digging down in this vortex here that would have been left between it all. After that, it goes into pretty big stuff. So, but I'm getting a good little layer of sand out of there. I gotta be cautious about this stuff on the surface because it can just be blowout from somewhere else. But right behind the boulders, right underneath the boulders, and especially here. So I'm working at it. You can see kind of in my little cozy hole here, and there's material. And I mean, whoa. So pretty good little spot. We won't hurt the plants, but we will get in between all this. That's what I'm doing. So here we are at Indian Bottom. Look how clear that water is. It's just awesome. It turns into emerald out here where I am. There's the sluice. I put the moss in there on purpose. Don't ask me why. Cheaper stone. Feel like I got a good flow. I was watching Doc on Gold Hog, and he said and he was talking Gold Hog mats. This is high and low. It's a little bit different, but with these rubber mats, he was like, just everybody kind of recommends to turn it up super high and then adjust down so you can learn that way. So we're gonna run it pretty dang hot. Got 2 inches of water flow. See the V? Got the magic V. And let's blow some stuff through here. I already got it at the angle I want. And got my little focusing rocks here. There's that cable. So to show you the first shots in the Salmon River running down the sluice. New mats. Yeah, it's exchanging out pretty quick. So that's what we're looking for. Look at that sun. Kind of weird, huh? Beautiful surroundings. Kind of mystic out here with all the smoke. So here we go. Keep feeding it. Running it through. Blowing it off down the river. Awesome. So do this a little bit more. Save you the ground in the pan and watching all that. We'll see what we get. Wanted to show you this. I hope it picks up. It washed away. Yep, there it is. I got color sticking in my mat. Yay! It's a good thing. Hopefully there's some down here still. Guys, look at that chunk right there. You guys witnessed it. Salmon River, Indian Bottoms. I'm getting color. Well, I hardly ever show my panning process because it's really basic and it's just like everybody else's. Look, avocado pit from the wild avocado forest up the hill. Alright. But I'm getting it down to the concentrates. This is my first run with that high and low mat. And I'm seeing a lot of gold in there. More than I've ever seen in my life. In any pan that I've ever done. No joke. So, I'm gonna get down to it and then I'll show you. So I just got a lot of color out of here for me. That's more than I've ever found. And I can't quite show the gold coming out because it's really hard, but I'll try. I'll get down to it and then I'll show you. Just right on here. You see those? Those are specks of gold coming out of that pile of sand. So that worked. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but we'll try and wash down to them. There's a big piece, you see it? So that's some of the biggest I've ever gotten, and definitely the most I've ever gotten in my life out of one pan. For some people, it probably isn't a lot. For me, look at that. Look at all that color. I am so stoked. That is awesome. Getting so much color out of there. Okay, I'm going to pick some out, put it in a bottle, and show you. Oh, awesome. Awesome. This is my little spoon that I made for scooping the little stones out. I'm going to leave all my super micro gold in here. There is a lot of it still, and we'll sort that out at another time. But this is what we got so far. First bucket, one bucket of classified stuff, one sluice run, and one pan. So the low and high is working for me, and Indian Bottoms has gold. Slurpers and my use these little eyedroppers, turkey baster, all that to get it out of there. And that's the cleanup as of yet. Let's see, here is the sand and concentrate that I have left. It has super fines in it, and I'm going to hang on to that. Let's go see how everybody else is doing. How are you guys doing? Found any color?
Well, I'm gonna get down the pan now, but yeah, I got it.
Having some success?
I got my gold already stashed over in my fanny pack.
Fanny pack?
I think you'll be
Work.
pleasantly surprised.
Torso.
That's a good spot.
If this isn't pan out,
Get the Wile E. Coyote boulder above you.
go back to my moss collecting. It's very lucrative.
Moss collecting.
The old timers used to just go pull the moss, go sit in camp and take their flour out. If you want a pack of cigarettes, just go get the moss. It's sure a shot.
Oh, that's how you're getting gold and you're sitting on top of a bar. Well, now I believe you. See? The smart people. You always got a couple years on you. Well, and then the lucky ones, look at her. She's gonna have beginner's luck, and then these guys have wisdom. I'm running with sheer force, damn it. Well, today is winding down a little bit here in the canyon. Everybody's down. Found great color. There wasn't enough flow down there for them to use their sluices, but that was a good pace for them. The smoke is lifted a little bit, So hopefully that means that they've won, or things are better or blowing the other way. Either way. I have had a couple good sluice runs. Got color that I showed you the first one. And we'll probably call that it for today's video. And then we'll shoot you out the next one when we're done filming it tomorrow. Oh, I gotta go up the shallow way here. But maybe I'll show you the cleanup on the end of this one. Anyhow, there's my spot all ready for me. Gotta get another bucket loaded up, get it run down before we peel out of here for the day. There's all these really cool frogs everywhere and water snakes, and just the rocks are shaped in the coolest ways, big logs stuck in it. Just beautiful. And then looking down this place and up the river, it's just gorgeous. There's big dragonflies everywhere in the air above us. The water's crystal clear. Gorgeous. Oh, there's Zeke dog swimming in the deep pool. So, okay, here we go. Encore, encore. They're hanging up the solar lights. Here's the camp. We're back at the campground for the night. I got my little processing station set up here, so I got my little bucket of water, this lighter with a shoulder, concentrates, got my caffeine, and I sit here and this is what I do to get tired into the night. Awesome. It was a good day. That's what the skyline looks like out there. Wish you were all here. Hope you can be someday. Thanks for sharing it with us.